support streaming-et. Okei, et sun ikka LinkedIn on nii. On puhe. Okei. Nu labi, 3, 2, 1 aiziet, jā? All right. Hi everyone. We see more and more people joining the live stream. Welcome wherever you are. I know it's 10 a.m. Eastern time, a bit more earlier, Central Mountain Time, and of course afternoon and more of an evening in Europe, where I'm calling you from our Riga office in Latvia. Rather not calling but streaming. So yeah, welcome to today's live session. Many of you have noticed that we are going live every week, but today's session is going to be a bit different. It has become a tradition for us to hold Ask Me Anything sessions every quarter. We have been doing this for already 4 or 5 consecutive quarters, and we're doing it because we significantly value transparency. We want to make sure that all the businesses building on top of Supliful have access both to any of our team as well as directly to me through these type of sessions, can ask their questions, and I'm not afraid of difficult questions, because there is always an answer for any question that comes your way. And second part is that we want to stay accountable. We are building this business not to make profit or to become successful. We're building this to serve the best interest of all the businesses that are running on top of Supliful platform. Of course, there are challenging times where we are not able to maybe deliver on our promises, but I want to remind and emphasize to all of you listening that this is our goal, this is our objective, to serve your interests, to make sure that you become successful with your own brands, that you build on top of Supliful, and that you can become successful, you can become financially free. That is our utmost important thing, the thing that we think about every day. And everyone coming to the office at Supliful or at our warehouse in Denver, we have one mission in mind: to bring private labeling to the masses, to enable anyone launching their own consumer brands effortlessly, so that we can challenge the biggest corporations like Mars, Unilever, Nestle, that pretty much are controlling the fast-moving goods consumer market. So today you might have heard that we usually do these for half an hour, but today's session is going to be a bit longer. We'll probably take about 45 minutes, and we are going to cover all the milestones that we set ourselves for Q2. I will talk and walk you through what we set, and as well what we were able to achieve and what we weren't. We're going to share our product development plan for Q3, and in general what our team internally is planning to do. And third, we will of course answer all the questions first that have come through the Slido app, because then we can answer the most interested questions. And then afterwards also I will try to look at what is happening in the chat, and then try to answer questions that come in through any of the platforms. Today we are live on Instagram, YouTube, and also potentially LinkedIn. I'm not sure if we've technically been able to fix it. but eventually we're looking to be doing live streams on all the social media platforms where we are present. But before we dive into the agenda that I just shared, I'd like to kind of in a high level explain what has been happening in the past 6 months at Supliful, and what's the general state of our organization. And this past 6 months and this first half of the year, probably for me personally, and I think for the rest of the team, has been one of the most challenging. It feels like we are making progress every day, but at the same time we are like stuck in the mud because the features, the things that we need to implement keep piling up, and the challenges keep piling up. But at the same time, we don't have enough hands on deck to help solve those challenges and work through the backlog. But to, of course, scale the team, it means that additional resources, either external funding or other means to improve the product, are needed, so that we can provide a better product, a better service. So our revenue has been mostly stalling month over month for this first 6 months of the year. And it's a multitude of things. It's our ability to onboard new businesses to launch on top of Supliful, and at the same time we are aware that there are tons of challenges in the product side where we need to improve our product catalog, we need to improve on our fulfillment times, and then this causes this complexity of a two-sided marketplace that we're running here. And generally it felt like this first 6 months of the year, everything that could go wrong went wrong. But at the same time, I'm looking at it as a blessing, because during these tough times we can really see which people give up and which show character, stay resilient, and push forward to make sure that Supliful mission becomes a reality. And I can say for all of the team at Supliful that we are the right group of people to achieve this. We are disciplined, we are resilient, and we show the character to enable this difficult mission to bring private labeling to the masses. And trust me, we will keep pushing this every day, because we significantly believe that enabling other businesses to launch their own brands effortlessly is where the future will be in the consumer packaged goods market. So we are very excited about the future, and as I said, we keep coming into the office every day and making sure that we deliver the best service possible. But okay, then that's kind of the high level situation at the organization for these past 6 months. But then now I'm going through my notes on the left hand side here. Let's recap what we promised and what we delivered for our Q2 activities, second quarter. So there were three main pillars that we were focusing on. So we were looking to develop more tools to support e-commerce businesses. We were looking to expand product catalog and improve the platform features so that it's more easy to use Supliful on a day-to-day basis. So okay, if we're looking at developing e-commerce support tools, we wanted to launch a Supliful roadmap, launch a TikTok app, and launch a pilot of a service that improves ad placements on online platforms using AI. Uh, two of those, Supliful Roadmap and TikTok app, we were able to accomplish, but we were not able to test this AI tool that helps improve the ad positionings and ad spends uh, in your social media platforms. So on 100%, we were not able to deliver on this objective in second quarter. Um, we had a goal of launching 60 new products on the platform. It was a very ambitious goal, but we were able to launch 35 new products. We unlocked new categories, pet care vertical, so that you can market products to new niches. Also, we had, in that kind of objective, we had major issues with our supply to the protein products, which is a big question coming up later in the Q&A session. But since the supplier of those proteins got flagged by the FDA, we knew that we need to stop selling those products immediately, because even if this might hurt our business short term, long term, we really want to make sure that we bring the best products to the catalog, so that they are safe to use, they have high quality ingredients, and you all can feel comfortable marketing them. Under this also aspect, there went a lot of reliability issues in terms of supply of the product. It still remains a challenge for us, but we continue to duplicate top-selling formulations with more producers. So in case of spikes in orders, we have the ability to tap into other sources of production. We keep strengthening the partner network. Effectively, it is taking longer time to do it than initially thought at the beginning of second quarter. So since we didn't add 60 plus new SKUs on the catalog, I consider this unfortunately another failed objective that we set ourselves for the second quarter. And third big pillar was to improve our product catalog, features, and the dashboard itself, where you log into online on Supliful website. So we have developed an improved, we have designed rather an improved catalog view. So that you can better discover products, but our tech team hasn't yet been able to implement it. We are working towards increasing the quality of the mock-ups that we have. It's also a project in the pipeline and should be finished in this quarter. And together with those, we plan to also attach additional lifestyle images, so that again you can much more easy publish the products in the web stores, and essentially reduce the time to start selling the products on your online stores. So yeah, this also I considered unfortunately a failed attempt, and it's as I explained in the beginning of this stream, is that effectively we've been fighting just a lot of operational stuff, and these new development and growth features that need to be implemented are just taking more time than initially expected. But besides that, we made a few improvements also on the general platform that my product manager shared with me. So we improved the Shopify onboarding process. We also have improved the email verification, sample ordering process. Um, we have now in the order pages, we have detailed breakdown and correct price breakdown of the products. We improved the international delivery process, not the price, but more how we collect the emails, the phone numbers, so that orders are received safe. We added more tooltips, disclaimers across the website to ensure you have everything set up correctly and you have all the information up front. Then we set, you can see a store type under each product on the My Products page so that it's easier for you to manage all the products. And lastly, we added these hyperlinks to under product pricing in the product pages. If you are expecting to sell huge volumes, you can actually have a direct call with me and we can discuss better pricing, but it comes with some commitment. It's not just we give you better prices at no commitment. So there's a bunch of stuff that we were able to do, but there's kind of many things behind the scenes that we improved infrastructure wise. Like we improved the production partner program so that more products can be listed and faster on the platform. We did a tons of platform performance improvements so that, for example, mockups upload faster, that everything happens quickly, consistently, and you can eventually publish the products quicker to the website. So yeah, as basically said, we've done a lot of work more just on the back end, on the infrastructure side, to make sure that that is in a better state, because we were running a lot of these services like product publication, mockups on some of our older code base, which was built for our like minimum viable product version, and we needed to migrate a lot of parts of that old code base to a new one, and this is taking a lot of time. So this is kind of what we've been doing for the Q2. Let me now check what's happening on Instagram comments, maybe some questions I can go through before I dive into the next section of sharing you the plans for this upcoming third quarter of 2024. All right, I'll try to scroll up something. There's a lot of people. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, Matt has a good question. Why expand the catalog when the basics, protein, bottle sizes, shorts, short scoops, etc., are not dialed in? That's a really good question. We will be doing these in parallel. So what is a good thing is that we are improving the products that we are running in-house with our own fulfillment facility, and then we're adding new products with our production partners. We keep, of course, continuously collecting your feedback and improving on the packaging, on the product ingredients, and the products in general. There are a lot of gaps in the product catalog, of course, but as I shared in the previous live stream, we will most likely in the coming weeks share you a more detailed roadmap what we plan to add in the coming months. In terms of the protein products, our launch date for the proteins is set on 31st of July. So today we already received the proper packaging, it looks good, and we're just gathering final ingredients, so we will launch the products back in stock on 31st of July. That's the aim. Yes, a lot of talk about products. As I said, we keep improving on the product formulations. We will bring the whey protein back, and that's of course is our top priority. I think with pretty much this, let's say it as it is, this fuck up with the proteins, we've probably let the businesses not earn close to at least 500,000 in the past for three months. I think it's close to 3 months that we don't have that product in stock. Yes, there is about hydration. That all these questions I see on Instagram. Is there any plans in general to reduce the product costs? So number one, in terms of costs, as I said, we added this hyperlink in each of the product pages where you can see, or not see, rather you can book a call directly with me if you think you can move a lot of volumes and you can commit to those volumes, then we can discuss better pricing terms for that specific business. Generally, we will automate this process on a platform level so that it all happens automatically. If you meet specific volume thresholds, you get a discount. What you have to understand that the product prices might seem high, but in the product price you have fulfillment fee, you have the fact that you don't need to pay for the inventory, and if you would be buying inventory, you probably would need to finance that, and then getting financing for that inventory, there's also some interest rate. You don't need to worry about warehousing. So really you need to zoom out when you look at the price in terms of the value that is being provided for that price. So it's not just the product. So there's tons of other stuff that are calculated in the product price. So I hope that that makes sense more for you. All right, let me now then switch gears and share a bit about what is going in the next quarter, what we plan to do, and hopefully deliver more than what we did in the second quarter. And I'm confident that we would be able to achieve it. All right, so again, throughout all this stream, and what we want to achieve is that we keep in mind that we want to make sure all of your e-commerce businesses are successful, that the products we provide are of high quality, and that is our number one priority day in and day out. Because if you make money and win big with your brands, it means that we are successful as well. So what we are looking to accomplish in quarter three, again, is divided in three main directions. So number one, you've probably noticed that kind of all of our landing page and messaging for the past, since we launched Supliful, was geared towards creators, how they can monetize their reach. But what we have really realized is that we need to be more focused on e-commerce businesses, because those are the ones that eventually are at this point generating most of the revenue for us. So we will be consolidating both our sales team and marketing efforts and repositioning Supliful communication towards more towards e-commerce businesses. This doesn't mean that anyone still can come to Supliful platform. It's a self-serve solution. It is for free to start to launch your brands. So still anyone can again come and launch their own white label skincare supplement or a functional food brand with just a couple of clicks. But we believe this type of refocusing would better allow to maximize the minimal resources or maximize the output of the minimal resources we have in our team, and it's a decision that we're going to be making throughout this third quarter. Second big pillar is, of course, improving platform features. And one of the biggest, and I would say impactful feature that we will launch for you as business is that we are going to enable product bundles. It will mean that you as a brand owner would be able to create your own bundle on top of Supliful and then directly publish it on your Shopify store. So then it means you wouldn't need to purchase specific apps that doesn't really that are not really compatible with Supliful platform, and of course they also cost money. And it will be easier to put bundles on subscriptions, which is the main goal for all of the businesses launching on Supliful, is to create some kind of subscription angle for the brands that you launch. So I think that will be a really big feature that we will launch. Second, in product quality, we are already testing. We are receiving feedback that the label quality is suboptimal. We are improving both on the materials for the labels that we are using. We are also looking at new equipment to make sure that you can design more variations and more higher quality labels, also with some textures, etc. Of course, this will not come yet this quarter. In this quarter, we'll be focusing to make sure there's no smearing of the labels, there's no bubbles, the adhesive is proper, and they just look and feel professional. And as I said, we've been focusing more on e-commerce businesses. So we will be introducing pre and post payment invoicing for bigger sellers, also so that the data exports are much easier, so that you can reconcile that with your accounting, and everything is super streamlined and not a lot of time needs to be spent just collecting one by one invoice or consolidating all the orders that you did throughout the months. And yes, fourth block on the feature side would be, we are already offering tons of digital services, like launching your Shopify store, doing labels for you, doing a full turnkey solution. And we are planning to add 3 additional digital services. What we have in mind is a one-stop shop for you to create user-generated content with your own products, that we would manage everything on your behalf. We would do a landing page service, where we would set up multiple landing pages for different angles that you want to do for your brands. And third is a branding service, productized branding service, where we would come up with your logo. We would also help you initially set up some of your ads. And all this is kind of in an ad hoc way already shaping out. And we are excited about, again, providing you with more services so that you can become more successful and reduce the time to market, so we can launch the brands much faster and more efficiently. In terms of operations and the product catalog, we will be strengthening our production partner network. So we will be adding, one is already in progress, and we will potentially be adding another partner to our partner network, which will unlock a totally new and exciting product category. I'll give you a hint, it will be in functional foods, but I'll keep that later till we actually move forward with the deal. Then, of course, our goal is to strengthen the existing products, improve on the feedback that we continue to receive from all of you, and strengthen the existing formulations. But second, of course, we want to continue to expand the product catalog, and the goal now for next quarter is to add additional 45 products that would be available for you on demand with just a couple of clicks away to launch your own consumer packaged goods brands. And another thing that we will be doing in this third quarter is we are going to be adding 100 products to the catalog, which is a very stretch goal. But these products would not be available on demand. It would be something that would require at least some MOQ, a minimum MOQ, meaning minimum order quantity, or something that you would be able to pre-order, because we just want to see and test potentially what type of products that we haven't introduced could be lucrative and could fit within some of the emerging trends that are happening in the market. So that's another, I think, exciting process that we will do this quarter. All right, I think these are the main activities I went through. What we plan to do for quarter 3. Very excited about it. I think it's still ambitious yet achievable. So looking forward to it. And now, yeah, let's dive into the questions we received on Slido. I will just check what questions we have. Okay, Alex, you have okay, I have a question about where do we source mushroom extracts. So all of the products are purchased from suppliers in the US market. Ingredients are sourced all over the world. Regarding the state of New York, the proteins are back. It's just that it is your responsibility, and the other products you are able to sell them. We don't block you to sell them, but that is your responsibility to set up the right measures so that you comply with the regulation and test the age and verify the age of the person that is purchasing your products from the web store. All right. Okay, we have a question about what inspired us to build Supliful. I think I covered that a bit in other live streams, but I will skip that question. So keep joining Supliful live streams and I'll probably share again the founding story. I think we did that. I shared the story a couple of streams ago. All right, now I will, where is my Slido? All right. Okay, so the top most asked question for this live stream session was, would we ever be able to make a custom formula? Yes, the short answer is yes. This is what we are working towards, so that you come to Supliful platform, you choose your ingredients, you choose your packaging, you create the label, and you launch a totally unique product, a private label product with no to minimum MOQs and the same day, so reducing the time of R&D to build a product to the minimum. This is something what we really want to achieve. But what happens today is that we let anyone to launch their brand with a white label product. If we see that specific brand starts to generate volume, if they are at, like, for example, 10,000 revenue per month, 10 to 20,000 revenue per month, we already start approaching these brands and support them in a sense that we help them create their own custom packaging. And that's, again, wouldn't be at your cost. It's something that we would do on our behalf. And then once we see that that brand keeps picking up even more and generating at around like 70 to 100K revenue per month, we would help you develop your totally unique, fully custom product that is just exclusive for your brand. Now this is kind of just happening for some of our top selling accounts in kind of a manual process, but eventually it will be something available for anyone coming to Supliful and wanting to launch their own private label brand. You have access to private labeling also, but this comes with some initial commitment for us to like source the product, give you a quote, and probably purchase some minimum order quantity. We have a process to do that, so feel free to reach out to our support team or book a call with me directly through the link that you see on the product pricing page, and I'll be happy to walk you through through the process. But remember that the commitment is probably anywhere between 5 to 10,000. But it's a way to access a fully customized product. Okay, then we have tons of questions that I already addressed around products, around customization, which I touched upon now a bit. Whether we're gonna bring single serving packaging. This has been actually a lot of requested for our hydration powders, something we are evaluating. There's a bit of a challenge with these sachets in terms of customization and production of those sachets, but otherwise it's doable. We haven't get there yet. Yes, so are there any plans to implement paid options to customize certain product formulas? Yes, as I explained before, feel free to reach out, and we can definitely walk through that. But of course, it's a paid service. About BCAA and pre-workout, the design of the packaging and limited flavors. We are aware of this. We know that we need to increase the flavors for proteins, have the proteins in the product catalog. So all these things are definitely on top of our mind. It's just as we keep learning, as we keep going, it's taking more time than initially expected to implement those. Potentially with more bigger teams, more people attacking those challenges, we would be able to solve those much quicker than currently we are doing. Okay, now we have another question about the quality of the product labeling. I touched upon it on what we are planning to do in the Q3. It's on a roadmap and we want to improve that. We will also be improving the printing process in the back end. That is more of a software technical stuff, but it will have a big impact on what's the outcome for the labels. Then I see that there's a user that has emailed us a couple of weeks ago, then a few days ago, but haven't received a response. We have customer support available. For all the subscribers, the customer support is available 24/7 all week long. I think median response time on chat is below 1 hour or around an hour. So we try to answer all the messages. I know that some of our emails tend to get blocked or stuck in your spam folders. We're also improving the deliverability, but on your end, make sure that you also check your spam folders and whitelist Supliful domain. So Carson is asking about if the volumes increase, can we provide custom packaging, inserts? Yes, it's what I explained before. So once you reach specific thresholds with your brand that you're doing just manually, or self-served way through the Supliful platform, we would reach out, because we're seeing all the data in the back end in terms of how the brands are performing. and then we would help you develop your own custom packaging and move towards a fully customized exclusive product just for you. Custom packaging question. Well, there's a question, what do I put for expiration date on the product when I'm advertising online? So all of the products that we sell, they have their expiration marks, lot numbers printed on the back of the bottle. We don't have a database listed detailed what are the expiration dates. We haven't actually encountered much of this type of question in terms of advertising. It has never been a requirement, at least with existing brands, to list the expiration dates for the products that you are marketing. Is there a Supliful team in the UK, or everything is based in the US? So the business is operating in the US market. It's where it seamlessly can deliver all the products. It has great fulfillment times. We have international delivery availability, but it's suboptimal. And I would, if you want to launch a brand from scratch, I would suggest you focus only in the US market. We do have a team in Europe that is more of software development, marketing, and business operations. And then we have our own facility in Denver, Colorado, where we do most of our shipments currently, and for partner network that we built across the US, and we will keep expanding that. Scoops on BCAAs, that's correct. JP is asking, whether we will be bringing back the hosted storefronts on Supliful. Most likely it's something we will not be doing. It was a test to have it really high quality. It means a lot of time needs to be invested in creating those storefronts. We would rather support Shopify as an infrastructure, or Amazon or Walmart marketplaces, and let them kind of do all the web solutions to make sure that the websites look user friendly, that convert good. To build a storefront that converts good requires a lot of dev resources, and the potential value for us to get back that investment might not be that high. All right, then we have a pre-workout. There was a question about ingredients. So we tend to change ingredients for the products. Then we update that the ingredients have changed, and we send out an email. Then we have about generic warehouse and shipping footage. Yes, it's a UGC content that we are looking to create, that you could use in your own marketing materials. I think that already came up in one of our previous AMA sessions. It's just something we haven't been able to deliver, just literally to just do in a nice way so that it's easy to accessible. We're working also on the UGCs for the products that we list, so someone really explains in an easy message what are the benefits of the specific product, how you can use it. In a video also show how it looks like, how it's mixed in the water, if it's a powder, and something that you could use as b-rolls for your own videos. So again, a feature to reduce really the time to make your own ads and to publish the products on your websites. Okay, about the proteins, I already addressed that. That was a question. We have a couple of minutes left. I haven't been able to go through all of the questions. Yeah, about the pricing. Would we ever open Canada, Europe? eventually, yes, we will expand this service globally, but we need to strengthen our footprint in the US market once we understand um, what are the detailed building blocks to create a streamlined service for all of you guys. We would then replicate that to Canada, to UK, to Europe, um, because food products and supplements, functional foods, it's a very fragmented market. There are different regulations in each of the countries that we would want to open. Therefore, it's not that easy as shipping T-shirts across all over the world. So yeah, but eventually that is a growth. That is the plans in our growth. It's a big subject to funding and our ability to efficiently use that funding to continue scale Supliful as we move forward to making our mission a reality, which is bringing private labeling to the masses. Um, there are tons of other questions submitted. I think in total we had close to 40 questions. I haven't been able to go through all of the questions. There were some questions coming also from YouTube, but I think I tried to answer most of them. Still many questions in Instagram. Okay, I see someone is in Denver actually and in packaging. So if we have challenges with packaging and labels, definitely reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll connect you with the right team members. What else? There's a lot of questions about products, homeopathic, bring service to Brazil. About products, a lot of questions. Yep. Russia. Oh, that's a good question. Would you be interested in importing? No, we will not work with Russia. Russia just bombarded fucking children hospitals in Ukraine, and we will not work with Russia till the regime that is happening there is active. It is not normal what they are doing to another independent country. We strongly stand by Ukrainian nation, and the last developments in the past days is really, really hurtful to me, because there's nothing more like horrendous, more terrible to hurt small children. I have 3 children my own for myself, and I know that once they have some health issues, I would do whatever it takes to make sure that they are healthy, happy, and can live good lives. And bombarding children's hospitals is a genocide to a nation, and it's not something that can be tolerated. So our company will not work with Russian market ever till this continues to happen. Thanks for that last question, and thank you all for joining in on this live stream. Hate to end on such a maybe strong note, but it is what it is, and that's the situation in the world we're living in. So good luck with all of you building your own brands. We're accessible at any time for you. Again, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn, write us messages on Instagram. We are active, we're responding. In case you cannot reach our customer support, send me direct message on LinkedIn as well. And hope you have a great rest of your days, and thanks for joining in. I hope it was insightful, and see you next week on the next live stream. Peace.